Hey everybody, this is Eric Marienthal
and John Patitucci.
We decided to do a little talk here for our ArtistWorks schools. So we are on the road at the moment in my hotel room in Bangkok, Thailand. We're in the middle of about a month-long tour with the Corea Electric Band, and we played played 2 shows last night.
Yes,
and,
we did.
We're heading to Japan tonight.
Yeah.
And so, we figured as our ongoing commitment to our schools, we thought we'd hang. John and I are actually brothers. Our parents don't know that.
Yeah.
But
they haven't figured it out yet.
No, you can tell by our
But it's true. Look at these.
We're just turned on the camera, and we really didn't really think a lot about what we're going to talk about. But one thing which we've obviously had in common for the past, for me, for the past 31 years, a couple more years for you, is being a member of this incredible band.
Yeah. And also, I think it speaks to the idea that when you have a group, there's so much more power in a group than bands that are sort of thrown together for things that we all participate in, because we love to play with other people, of course. But when there's a band that becomes a family, I've known Eric since the 70s.
That's right. Wow.
The 70s, pre-Chick Corea.
We are old.
Yeah, we're old, sadly. So I mean, when you have a relationship and you care about, like, we worked on so much stuff together. I think it shows up on stage. In other words, don't you think it's like that kind of camaraderie and that relationship and the brotherhood?
Right. Yeah, I mean, we've been on the road so much. It really is a family, and now the band it's been reunited, and it's amazing. Not every group in the world would work quite this way, as obviously as a lot of bands have shown that to be able to come back together and really just like from the first rehearsal, just pick it right back up as if we never stopped.
And I think in terms of, I can speak about Eric, because in terms of somebody who's really dedicated to the music and learning the music, and who that's a huge part of what this band is about, the respect and love we have for Chick's music, so that we've always committed to rendering the music at the utmost of our ability. And this guy, not only can he sight read the stuff, untransposed parts, but he always memorizes it. And I don't get as much memorized as he does somehow.
Nah, you memorize your butt off. Yeah.
But I mean, that idea of, like, when you take a composer's music seriously, which you should, but really dedicating yourself so that when we come together, it is really kind of crazy at the first rehearsal last year, when we were getting ready for this run, which is a 75th birthday run, which he's been doing for a while, months and months now, extending into this new year. I mean, everybody showed up. The first rehearsal was at Mad Hatter Studios. We could
have been on stage. Yeah, and that's a good lesson to learn too, as far as preparedness for gigs and for rehearsing. I mean, if you're rehearsing with something that you have no idea what it is, if it's a big band or whatever that you've never seen the music before, and you're just diving in for the first time, haven't got a whole lot of choice. Maybe you could practice your sight reading so that when you get there, you're kind of used to reading. But as we both experienced, I mean, you don't want to be the one in rehearsal holding everybody back. And rehearsals, actually, with Chick, it's interesting, because when we rehearse, it's not so much about it's like never about like rehearsing the notes and the things you associate with rehearsals. It's more about like the blend and balance and communication of things that you can't get together unless you're together, rehearsing.
Yeah, often. I mean, the only time you can say that it's about anywhere close to what he was just talking about is maybe like some of the passages are just ridiculously hard. So maybe we'll isolate like the one that's like the nastiest thing. And a lot of times it's like Chick's written so much music, he's just trying to remember what he wrote. But we have to know it. Like, right. You're right?
That's right. Oftentimes it's funny because Chick may be one of the last ones to get off the charts, but he's written himself the lion's share of the music.
Yeah.
I'm playing my lines, and then like, yeah, man, you guys sound great. And then play another line, and you guys are playing, all the way through.
We
the
play
entire
all the
tune.
time, but he's dealing with all the guts of the tune as well.
Yeah, and we were talking at breakfast. You know, the whole point of being creative, and when you know, talking about improvisation and approaching, approaching things completely fresh every single night after night. It's staggering, you know, and that's a great lesson. That's a great lesson that I've learned, certainly. We were joking, like you might play a solo that you've played on a tune 1,000 times, literally.
Yeah.
And you have your, you have your ta-da licks that you can use, but
Ta-da. I like that. Ta-da.
ta-da. But yeah, especially in this band, you've got like Chick Corea, who's again totally fresh every night, playing new stuff all the time. And the last thing you want to do is like, okay, I'm going to play lick number 5, now lick number 3, lick number 10.
Can't, yeah.
Not only can you not, but it's inspiring to, to not do it.